Welcome to another episode of Between Us Ladies. I am your money-minded mama, Meltrice.
Ooh, and I'm your book-loving bestie, Lex.
Today's topic got me a little heated, so I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, a little heated. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, a little heated.
But I'm excited for our conversation today. It's about parents. We did our best, or we are doing our best, but is it good enough?
Is it good enough? A topic that Alexis and I talk about all the time. I got a lot of opinions about this topic.
I'm excited for those opinions, but as always, we're going to start with our game.
Are you really excited about those opinions?
I'm a little bit nervous about those opinions.
I mean, because
very
most of the time you
and
don't
we're
want to
gonna
hear
go with
my opinion.
All right, now calm down.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to
I
start
do get
today.
a little excited, don't I?
We're going to go mindful, intimacy, or vulnerable. Which one are we doing today?
Oh, God. Let's do vulnerable because today, I think I always choose it because
You really love vulnerable.
I feel so vulnerable sitting in the seat because I feel like you hit me with the 1-2 every time.
Do I? Me?
I leave these conversations and I'm like,
What?
oh, Lord.
No, never. All right,
Okay.
go for it.
But I love you. Let's see. So are you answering this?
Oh my God, you can't get
I
it.
think I answered last time.
We both
Oh,
answer.
Ooh.
Ooh, I
You
don't
ready?
like that face. No.
You answering this one.
No. You pick the card. You got to answer.
Let's say who's answering it first because
You.
No, that's not right.
Go. Read the question.
Okay, wait a minute. What's an apology you never got to give?
To give?
You never got to give. What's an apology you never got to give?
That's a really good question. To give?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. I really don't know. I feel like a lot of times you think about the apologies that you never get, but I don't think a lot of us have that self-reflection to think about the apologies that we never gave.
That's so true. But now it's time to reflect. That's what we're here for. So, I think about all the hearts I broke. I did. When you be in those moments, you remember my ratchet moments.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, you remember.
That's hilarious. I love that answer though.
Listen, though, seriously. So
go off, Queen.
After I divorced your dad, Al, I was like, I need to get my confidence back up. So I'm like, look, I ain't falling in love. I don't want to be nobody's wife. I'm just about to kick it.
Okay, kick
and
it.
enjoy myself, right? I broke a lot of hearts in that moment.
You were just releasing stuff for yourself and not actually thinking about the other person.
I was not thinking until the Holy Spirit arrested me.
Ooh,
it was like I got convicted because what we say that men do to women all the time is what I was doing to men. And I had no consideration, no thought, no remorse. When I was done, I was done. But
is that really wrong?
Yeah, that's wrong. I wasn't clear about what my intentions were.
Okay.
Like
you wasn't like, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm not looking for anything
Yeah,
serious.
once God dealt with me, and after he arrested me and after he convicted me, then I started to say, and I read Pastor Vernon's book, like 10 Rules of Dating or something like that. Then I started to set intention at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
These are my intention. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm not looking for.
Yeah.
And honestly, at some point, I didn't even know that for myself. So how can I articulate it when I didn't know it for myself, right? And so I hurt a lot of people in that time, and I never got a chance to apologize to some of those people. So if you just happen to be listening and you were one of those people,
sorry.
Sincerely, I apologize. I'm not sorry. I apologize. I was wrong. And I hope you can forgive me, and I hope you've gotten past it. But if there's anything I can do or a conversation that I can have with you to close that gap for you, I'm open to doing so.
That's very nice of you.
I mean it.
That's very sweet.
I could think of a million things that I didn't apologize for.
Really? A million is crazy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm just being full of myself in this moment.
Sorry. No, I had something in my throat. I had something in my throat for real.
That was very convenient timing. Something
Oh,
in your throat.
God. I apologize.
But, oh God, where was I going with this?
You said,
I
I know where you were going. I don't know if I'm full of myself.
I don't know if I am, but I cannot think of anything. I probably have a lot of things that I should be apologetic for and remorseful of, but I honestly, on the top of my head, is nothing coming to my brain.
And that's so interesting because I think it's a good segue into our topic, actually.
Yeah,
because you and I have this conversation. We don't have it all the time, but we have it enough where it's been top of mind. Like, as a parent, most of us, I think, would say we did the best we could or are doing the best we can with what we have. Yeah. But our children oftentimes blame us for all that they are and all that they aren't. Right? So the fact that you can't reflect on anything that you need to apologize for.
Honestly, we have this conversation, but I'm only yes and no, because at one point I'm not necessarily even thinking about parenting when it comes to that question, because I feel like I operate from a place where I know I'm doing my best, so I really don't have any strong regrets or anything that has to do with parenting. And like, I'm very honest with Aubrey when it comes to a lot of things that she needs, or I'm asking her the questions like, hey, she's only 10, but like, how can I show up better for you? What can we do? What do you need from me? How do we get past this? Because right now she's in a rut and I'm not sure how to climb out this rut. But as a parent, I know that I'm doing my best, which it is a great segue to the conversation, because I feel like when she grows up, I'm sure that she'll be on somebody's therapy couch, just like I am, talking about some stuff about your parents. But I know that for like you and myself, we are absolutely doing the best that we can as parents. But like, I show up every day and I put my best foot forward. Yeah. Every single day. What more can I do?
And that's the point. It's like, I think when we think about parenting, we don't think about the fact that our parents are whole human beings that has trauma, that have, a lived experience, that has lack and deficits, mental illness that we deal with. My friend who's a psychologist, she always says everybody's on the spectrum. Some people are at the beginning of the spectrum. Some people are way at the end of the spectrum. Some people are floating in the middle or somewhere, right? But everybody's on the spectrum. And so we don't think about our parents or view our parents as human. We view them as superhuman, I think, sometimes. Yeah. So when I hear people say, I'm this way because of my parents, or as a parent, it's heartbreaking because I have empathy for that. Yeah. But it's like, in most cases, I know your parents, and I know your parents love you, and they really, really did all that they could do.
Yes, I do agree with that. But I think that is kind of one of those senses of when they were so young, we're so impressionable and moldable when we're young. And while we're young, you guys are superheroes. Our parents are superheroes. Like, they take care of us. We got the roof, we got the food, we got whatever we need. We got all of these things that we want for nothing when we're younger. And as we grow older and we actually start to see you guys for those humans, some things you can't really take back because we were so young when it instilled in us that we should do certain things. So it's like, I understand to a point, blaming your parents for how you grow up. But at the same time, when you become an adult, like when I became a mother, I was like, Mommy, I'm sorry. Like, I understand what you went through with having me, because once you hit a certain age of life, it starts to look different. Or when you start to experience more, your parents start to look different. You're like, oh, my mother, did she go through something like this?
Yeah, did she deal with that with my dad?
Jesus, how does she do it? Like, it's just one of those things where you learn as you grow. So at some point, you have to start taking accountability for things that you're not changing within yourself, that you're continuously blaming your parents for. At some point, it's not their fault. You have to do something else. You have to get out of that cycle. You have to do more for yourself to get out of it. But it's still like, when I was younger, my parents, why would you do this? Why would, I don't like it here. Like, when you are young, you especially coming up into your teenage years, you don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're very selfish in your teenage years.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about what your parents are going through or whatever the case is. You're really just trying to figure out life yourself.
Yeah, wanting your own needs met. I mean, like we talked about earlier, like a lot of us are parenting young.
Yeah.
Right? And so physiologically, you don't, like, your brain is not fully developed until you're 26 years old. And I had you when I was 19. Although, I turned 20 in November. I still wasn't 20. I turned 20 in September.
Yeah.
You were born in, how old was I when I had you?
19.
I was 19.
Yeah, you just turned 19.
I just turned 19 when I had you. Yeah. So what the heck was I doing having a kid?
Yeah.
Like, and I know that it's like a lot of, like, my grandmother was young when she started having children. Like, I know it's a part of, our lineage or whatever, our ancestral history.
People were young having kids.
But there was also a community of people helping them raise the kids. I think that there's a break in the family now where, and people don't even want community to help them. I hear people be like, she better not say nothing to my kid. And I'm like, say something to my kid. But when I took that position, you like, Mom, all adults aren't truthful. They're not integral. So maybe you shouldn't be allowing everybody to say something to your kids. So I don't know what's the answer. I just feel like I did do my best.
Yeah.
But can I use that in a conversation where you're telling me how hurt you are? No. I'm not sure if that's my rebuttal.
I feel like that is not fully taking accountability, because regardless of whether or not you think you did your best or you know that you did your best, if your child is coming to you and saying, hey, like, this happened to me, it formed this trauma, I'm really hurt by it, at the end of the day, all you need to do is sit back, listen, and apologize.
Yeah.
Don't say, no, but I was doing my best, but I did this, and I made sure you did. Because at that point, you're using what you did for me against me, and that doesn't feel good either. Like, you should not weaponize the fact that you chose to be a parent.
Right. See, this is where this gets so interesting, right? It gets interesting because, well, I absolutely agree with you. Yeah. That's one. I absolutely agree with you. But when you are doing your best as a parent, it feels like you're being attacked for things that you weren't even clear but had impact on your children.
And that's okay, though. Like, that's okay, though. We don't know the implications that we're going to make on our children. We don't know how they're going to internalize what they go through. We don't know that. We know that we're doing our best, but at the end of the day, we just never know. And that is okay too. Like, just because Aubrey is going to come to me and say, hey, this happened to me, and I'm going to be like, I'm sorry that happened to you. I was learning. I thought that I did it like this, but the fact that you felt that way, I apologize. That's not how I meant to do it. I was trying to get you to see this part. But if you didn't, I'm sorry.
So do you answer like that? Do you answer like, I'm sorry, but? Or do you say... I
didn't say but.
Oh, I thought you said I was trying to get you to see this part.
I mean, I said but you didn't see it like that, so I apologize.
Okay.
Because she didn't.
I'm not saying that. Do you say what your intentions were?
I mean, I would.
Okay.
I think that would come to help you understand where I was trying to go. Mm-hmm. And try to help you understand who I am or who I was trying to be as your mother or your role model in your life. But the fact that you saw it differently than what I wanted you to, I want you to understand where I was coming from.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then that's okay too. But I will say what my intentions were. Because I never want to do anything purposefully to hurt you, to cause you trauma, to do anything else. But I also want you to understand that I am still just a human. I'm not throwing it in your face that I thought I was doing my best. I am still a human, though. I will make mistakes. Things will happen. I can only apologize from that and move forward with you.
Yeah. So, and I think that's the part that I struggle with a lot.
Okay.
Is that I do hear people blaming their parents for everything that they are not.
Yeah.
You and I talk about this. You have 18 years with your parents and you have the rest of your life with yourself.
Yeah.
So if I did something that was devastating for you, let's sit on the couch of a therapist together and I will apologize. And I told you and your brother, look, I probably did jack y'all up. I was young. Like, I was 20. You and I were growing up together.
Yeah.
Right? I'm absolutely certain I made some mistakes.
Absolutely.
But
same. I meant for myself.
Okay, make sure you clear that up because that sounded like a lot of confirmation right there. Seriously, I'm absolutely certain of that. I am. And, I apologize to you guys.
Yeah.
And I always said if there's something specific that we need to deal with, I would deal with it willingly.
Yeah.
And I would apologize for any specific things I need to apologize to. Mm-hmm. And because there's no but.
Yeah. And
I feel like I literally did all that I could do with what I had.
Absolutely.
In those moments.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm 19, I'm 20. My brain not fully developed. I bring a lot of trauma with me everywhere I go. And I'm on a healing journey now and really uncovering like what my trauma, the impact that my trauma really had on me. I didn't realize that I normalized my trauma either. So you don't even recognize your trauma. If you don't even recognize that you're dealing in trauma, you don't even know that you're interacting and engaging and living in a world with your trauma.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's what I mean. I'm like I said, my last therapy session is is right here, right now. Yeah, I need some stitches, but in a good way. But I didn't realize how much of it I normalized, but I didn't realize how much that little girl shows up every day. And although she doesn't show up in the same way, her actions are the same. So although I don't fight the same way I did when I was her age, I still fight when situations make me feel like I'm threatened, right?
Yeah.
I'm learning how that I don't even have to fight, right? This situation may feel the same way, but it's not the same. So I'm saying all that to say, like, yeah, I feel like I did the best that I could. I normalized my trauma, but I didn't even know that I was showing up with that trauma as a parent and how that trauma affected you and Marlon.
And that's okay, though.
Yeah.
Like, we're all human. We're all going through stuff. I'm sure I'm doing the same thing with Aubrey. I have some trauma that's stuck right here, like you said, and I'm carrying that with her. But I think that also it's different in a situation like you are open and willing to have these kind of conversations where you're actually trying to understand where your kids are come from. You have a lot of parents that do not care.
Yeah, I've heard some parents like
they do not care. I did my best. I said, get on my face.
That's it.
And that's it. And it's like, how do you expect to grow and have a relationship? Some kids are more than happy, or not even more than happy, but they're like, they carry that trauma when they're just surviving. They're like, okay, well, that's just my mom or that's just my dad. And they deal with it anyway. But a lot of people nowadays are like, boundary. No, like, I'm not dealing with that anymore. You're not about to keep doing that to me and think that we're going to have a relationship. You're not going to sit up here and try to keep doing stuff. I'm like, a lot of people are saying no. And it's hard because most people are not used to saying no.
So you're saying a lot of people are saying, yeah, you can't do that to me anymore. Like, this is a
Anymore.
boundary.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to say that's just how my mom is. That's just
Yeah.
how my dad is.
Yeah.
You can be that way. You just can't be that way with me.
Not with me.
I've developed enough courage. I've developed enough love for myself
Yeah.
and awareness that I can stop you when I feel like you're continuing to create or, not allow me to heal that wound.
Yeah, but
But some people can't.
Yeah, but I was gonna lead into, thank you for being able to be open enough to have those conversations where you can hear where you might have not necessarily went wrong, but where I saw it in a different light.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that anything. I take that back. I wouldn't say that anything you did was necessarily wrong, because there are some people out there that just do too much with their kids. But that you said was or did wasn't super, super horrible. But the fact that you can sit on the couch and say, hey, I'm sorry, let's talk.
Yeah.
That's different. That's open, because a lot of parents will not do that.
Listen, our kids shouldn't have to learn about money the hard way like we did. That's exactly why I wrote Aubrey's Adventure to Cashland, a fun series teaching financial literacy early, breaking generational cycles that has plagued our families for way too long. There are 3 books in this series with more to come. The first book is Aubrey's Journey Begins. This book teaches financial fundamentals. The second book is Aubrey's Business Journey Begins. This book teaches entrepreneurship. And the last book is Aubrey's Giving Journey Begins, which teaches philanthropy. Grab the bundle or pick up your favorite. It doesn't make sense to leave the wealth to a generation not equipped to pick up the mantle to continue the legacy. Let's give our kids the money tools we wish we had. Get the books at the link below.
Well, I'll tell you, as a parent, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking when I see you struggling, when I see, anything. There's so much guilt around, as a mother, what your kids are and what they aren't.
Yeah.
And if you contributed to their struggle. When you see your kids struggling, for me, it's like, oh, I wonder if something that I did caused that.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, why did you go in this direction?
She's struggling because of this. Like, it's hard not to own that. It's hard not to have guilt around that.
Yeah.
And that's a part of the healing process for a parent too. It's like, and a part of it is just the acknowledgement and sitting in the fact that, God, if I could do it all over again and I'm mature like I am today, I would do things different. There's no maybe. There's absolutely a yes. And with the mature brain, yes, I would do things differently now. With the knowledge that I have now, if I had it then, I would do things differently, and maybe it would have had a different effect. But you can't take that back, and so you have to sit with, dag, something I did may be the cause of what he or she is dealing with right now.
Yeah.
As a parent, that's how I feel.
I get that, but I also think that, it's kind of crazy, because you can have a parent, multiple kids, and every single last one of them kids is different.
That's so true.
They might have shared experiences, but every single one of them took that experience and processed it completely differently than the other one. So I don't necessarily feel like it's all on the parent.
Yeah.
It's just not all on the parent. You have to just think about psychologically where people's brains are to actually internalize what just happened to them and process it in whatever way. Because like you and your brother are completely different. Me and my brother we're not completely different.
Y'all
but
a
we're
lot alike.
We're not completely different, but we have differences.
Yeah, y'all do.
We have a lot of differences.
Yeah.
He saw us like this, and I saw us like this. He don't like noodles no more. I still eat me a pack of noodles. Like, I love me some noodles. Okay.
Yeah, we survived off of
some
noodles when I was in
Like,
college.
but he looks at noodles. He like, yuck, no. Like, it's
Yeah.
just different. You
Yeah.
can't really blame the parent for everything, especially after a certain amount of time that you're alive. You just can't.
Yeah. When are you going to stop letting your pain control you?
Yeah.
Even if there was pain. And to your point, and this is a question that I would want to ask you. I am a little, I feel like because I'm on a healing journey. I have no problem saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I understand what that apology would mean to me.
Yeah.
If I would have parents to say, you know what, I did my best, but it really wasn't good enough.
I messed you up. I'm sorry.
And not necessarily I messed you up, but I affected you.
Yeah.
I affected you. I'm a part of the reason why you have to be on this healing journey, right? But there's some parents that just won't say I'm sorry
At all.
and they mean it from the bottom of my heart.
I did my best. That's it.
The bottom of their heart.
Absolutely.
I did my absolute best, and what you won't do is make me feel guilty about that. And I
don't think it's you trying to make somebody feel guilty. I honestly really don't.
Right.
I don't feel like if I come to you and I'm saying, like, we're having a conversation, I'm like, yeah, that messed me up. And you're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I saw it like this. I don't feel like that's you coming to try to make somebody feel guilty. If anything, it's more I'm trying to come to get a better understanding so that you can better understand me and I can better understand where you were coming from in that situation.
Yeah, and I think that that's you and I.
Yeah.
Because we are both on a healing journey.
Yes.
You have a therapist.
Yes.
I have a therapist. You have faith in God and you live by biblical principles, and so do I. And so we can come to terms with our reality, but we can also come to terms with the fact that we get to create new realities. Not everybody can do that.
No.
Right? So not every parent can apologize.
That's a lot of pride too.
Right. Not every parent can apologize, and not every kid can recognize that my parents are human. They're flawed. They have their own lived experiences.
Yeah.
They are going to make mistakes. Why? Because I'm human.
I'm making mistakes.
I'm flawed. I make mistakes.
Yeah.
Like all of that. And recognize that. I recognize that. I was telling my therapist, like, I went through grief recovery. I said, I didn't go through grief recovery to grieve the death of somebody. I went to grief recovery to grieve the death of a relationship that I thought I wanted, or that I really, really, really wanted with my dad, and realized that I couldn't have. But I realized how detrimental of an impact it was having on my relationship with men, on my relationships with men. So I got a chance to deal with one of the biggest deaths of my life, which was my grandma, when I was in grief recovery. But when I went to grief recovery, it was not about a death of a person. It was about a death of a idea.
Yeah.
It was an idea that I had in my mind.
That's real though.
It was made up of the Cosby Show.
The what ifs,
it was made up of the Jeffersons.
The fake scenarios.
It was made up.
Head.
It was made up of all of these scenarios. What I saw other people doing with their dads. It was made up of. But what I learned in therapy is like, you don't even see your dad for who he is.
No.
And all the trauma that he has to deal with daily. Like, and really, how do you meet him where he is? Bury all of those ideas,
expectations,
and expectations, unspoken and unagreed to expectations. Meet him where he is and force a relationship that you can forge in this moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, it all takes a lot of work.
Yeah. You have to recognize it first.
Yeah.
Though. You have to. You really have to dig into what you've internalized to actually pull that, because you wouldn't have got there by yourself. You would have just still been trying
bitter.
to do. Yeah,
I would have been bitter.
Still been bitter. So at the end of the day, it's like you have to really do the work to reach in and actually figure out why do I respond like this? Why is this triggering me? Why do I feel this way about things? You have to do the work yourself, and you have to take accountability for also where you're at now.
So you never get the apology. You never get the apology from your parents. What do you do then?
That's a great question. I think that really just depends on you. Are you willing to be like, well, that's just my mom or that's just my dad? I'm going to just take them how they are and just create the boundaries to be like, all right, I'm just not going to take that. I'm going to still love you. I'm going to still be there for you. I'm going to still do whatever. I'm going to still be in your life, but I'm not going to do too much. Or do you walk away and say, just because you're my parents don't mean you get to treat me like that?
Yeah.
Or do you sit down and say, hey, I really want to have a conversation with you. I really want to get past how I'm feeling about these things. I want you to be able to also talk to me, because you cannot talk to somebody and not expect them to have some type of conversation with you back. Like, you have to be able to
what you're,
you have to be able to let that reaction in also. You cannot just go full force on somebody and expect them to just sit there. Some people can. I'm not one of them. We have to have conversation in this. Or, like, do you sit down and have that conversation and say, hey, I want to have this relationship. Can we work on it and get past this?
Yeah. And, everybody's not reasonable.
No.
Everybody's not reasonable. So you never get the apology. You never ask for the apology. How do you move forward and be a productive adult? Even in your pain and in your hurt.
You have to do the work. Like we say it all the time, go sit on somebody's couch. Go figure out why you are reacting this way. Are you going to be okay if you don't get that apology? Are you going to be able to? If not, that's your journey to figure out.
Yeah.
You can't really force somebody to do what they're not going to do.
Yeah.
But you seek the help if you want to change, and you just cannot blame your parents after a while.
Yeah.
You have to take accountability for you.
Yeah. And to me, that's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
I think we can wrap it up on that one.
Yeah.
I think that's the moral of the story. It's just like, I can't think of a scenario where a parent didn't make some mistakes.
Absolutely.
I can't think of a scenario where something that you said. I even think about, like, teachers that call themselves being honest because of what they think they see in a kid, and they say, I don't think you would be good at that. And that one statement can impact somebody for the rest of their life if that somebody allows that one statement to impact them for the rest of their life. If you allow that cut not to heal because you keep picking at it, it can affect you. That cut can affect you year after year after year. But if you just do the work to heal that cut, it can no longer hurt. And you can use it. That pain can become something that pushes you into your purpose.
Yeah, you can look at that scar and say, I'll never go through that again.
Or I'll never put that kind of pain on someone else.
Yeah.
Because I know how it feels.
I know how it feels. A lot of us do that so unintentionally.
Yeah. And when they say you're becoming your parent, you're doing the same thing that you're saying that they did to hurt you. Now you're doing that same thing to your children.
Please. Yeah, right? Because you refuse to go and get help. You refuse to go, or just not even necessarily get help, but actually just do the inner work.
Do the inner work. There's so many different resources that one can go to if they can't find a therapist or maybe can't afford therapy. You have to vet these resources on social media because everything that's on social media ain't real, right? You have to vet them. You have to look at, the comments and all of that kind of stuff if you have to leverage a resource on social media or on the web. But there are a lot of resources, and I think the moral to the story is you had 18 years with your parents. Yeah. You have the rest of your life. If you get the apology, you are better off than most people. But if you never get the apology, the work is really for you.
Absolutely.
So that the rest of your life can be the best of your life. But you get to turn your reality into whatever you want your reality to be.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
This was a great conversation.
That's where I am. So, I've already, I don't, it takes nothing away from me to say I'm sorry to you.
Yeah.
It takes nothing away from me to hear how what I did or didn't do affected you. And
I think, but I know we're wrapping up this conversation, but I feel like a lot of us don't realize how much that apology actually means when you get it.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think that we actually figure out that, oh, wow, that just,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's necessarily just the apology or you actually being able to hear me. Like, oh, I was just heard. Thank you for hearing me.
Yeah.
Like, even if it doesn't come with an apology, or maybe you're stuck in it, but the fact that you sat down and you heard me and you tried to understand me and you really wanted to figure out where to go. The fact that we just sat down and had a conversation, it's like, thank you for hearing me.
Yeah.
Because that takes a lot too.
I mean, but in every relationship, even in marriages, they talk about the validating your spouse, hearing your spouse, and everybody just want to be validated and heard. But in grief recovery, they talk about you might feel like you need an apology, but if the other person don't feel like they've done anything to give you an apology, you may not ever get that apology.
Never.
And how do you move forward without it? So I think it's two things. We just have to learn how to move forward in a productive way. If we get the apology, if we get the validation, if we don't get the apology, if we don't get the validation, then let's do the work so that we can move forward productively in life.
Yeah.
And realize that you don't want your impact on someone else to be what you are healing from.
Yeah.
Or what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Will my grandkids say clock it?
That's 8.
Oh, 8. Wait a minute. This clock it.
Yeah.
Clock it. Clock it. All right. So that was a good conversation. I held in my I held in my tears.
Did you?
Yeah.
You were gonna get teary-eyed on that for a
Yeah,
second?
because I love you and Marlon with everything that I have.
Yeah.
And I just want y'all to be well.
Yeah.
I want y'all to be well. I want y'all to be happy. I would throw myself in front of a bus if it meant that you all would be happy and well. Don't be beeping me. That's supposed to have been a sincere, I'm going to throw myself in front of the bus.
I'm sorry.
It meant it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but it's okay. Beep, beep.
I'm sorry.
That's it. I'm done. I ain't even about to finish my sentence.
No, I'm sorry. Finish
All right.
your sentence.
Okay, no, let's wrap. Let's wrap
I'm
this
sorry.
up. Let's wrap this up.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I can't take nothing serious. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad. You gotta laugh at all kind of stuff. But thank you for this conversation.
Absolutely.
Though.
I'm glad we had it.
I hope it helped somebody.
Absolutely.
I really
Me
hope
too.
it helps somebody.
I hope that, it takes for parents to take some pride out of the way and just have the conversations and just be accountable for how they felt. Even if you didn't mean it like that, just sit and listen.
Yeah. So,
and don't throw stuff back in their face and don't make it seem like, oh, well, that's just it because that's just who I am. We need to evolve and grow every single day.
Yeah.
If you want to be stuck where you are at all times, no, thank you.
So from one parent to all of the parents out there, it takes nothing from you to hear your kids, meet them where their greatest pain is and the greatest pain that you caused, and just apologize. Mm-hmm. It takes nothing from you, but it gives them everything. Absolutely. And that place right there is where the healing begins, not just for your kids, but for you as well.
Absolutely. And for the kids out there, just take some accountability for yourself as well. Don't just throw your parents under the bus. They are imperfect. You are imperfect. We are all imperfect people. Take some accountability. Don't throw anything in their face. Just have the conversation. Everything is not a competition, especially when it comes to your parents. Nobody's trauma is bigger than the other. We have to take some sort of accountability and have the conversation.
That's a wrap. That's it.
So that was a great conversation. It got a little heavy, but I loved it. I enjoyed it. But you're going to start us off with what is our money corner talk this time? What we got today?
Okay, so listen. Tax refund time. Yay. Yes, it is. But listen, that refund is not necessarily just extra money to spend. Now, I really want to tell you don't spend any of it.
Ooh.
But I'm going to give you a strategy. What I want you to do, whatever it is, let's say it's $1,000, take 500 of it. Spend that 500 on whatever it is you want. And if whatever it is you want costs more than $500, guess what? Don't get it because you can't afford it. Okay? So you got $1,000 tax refund. You're going to take 500, which is 50%. You're going to spend the 50%. I'm going to ask you and I'm going to challenge you to take that other 50% and divide it like this. 50% of that other 500, which is $250, is going to go to a savings account that is yielding interest, right? You're going to save it. 30% of it, you're going to use it. So 30% of that, so what is that? 30% of $500, $150. So $250 of that 500 goes to saving. $150 of that goes to pay off debt, right? And the other $100, what is that? $250 and $150, that's $400, right? That other $100 goes to some type of an investment, right? So 50 of the 1,000 goes to spending. 50 of the remaining 50 goes to your emergency fund. The other 30 goes to pay off debt, and the other 20 goes in an investment for your future or your child's future. Got it? So it's not just extra money, but I'm giving you permission to spend at least 50% of it.
That's all I get?
Listen, don't go buy that car. That's a lemon. That's only going to work for the first 3 months.
Oh.
Then because you spent all your money, when the car breaks down, you're not going to have money to fix it. I'm being tough. You
are being a little tough.
Okay.
I mean, I
but I'm being real,
but
though.
that's real for
I'm
you.
being
Like,
real,
you want to
though.
see people thrive, especially financially, especially where the world is going these days. You want to be able to be prepared. I get it.
We think that refund is extra money, but here's the reality of it. All it is the federal government giving you your money back with no interest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's your money. It's not extra.
I don't mean to laugh. I mean, like, I think we all kind of realize I don't take anything. I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
But it's like,
you don't take my financial education serious.
I do take it seriously. It's just like you get tough, like real quick, and you get in it, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
I'm real passionate because I see what happens when people don't prioritize financial education in our community.
I get that.
Right? Like, financial education, I will say this, economic empowerment is the great equalizer.
Yeah.
But because we have been brainwashed into being consumers as a community, we are constantly in the back. I mean, we're always at the back of the back. We're always losing. We're always losing as a community. Mm-hmm. We're always at the back of the race. So economic empowerment is really important to me.
Yeah.
And if we can get that together, we can see our community transform.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
Okay, what book you got for me?
Okay,
she got me reading, y'all. Oh my God, Kennedy Ryan. She's the bomb. Yeah. Before I Let Go, I got that one in this year.
I started her off in that series, and she ate it. She ate the whole series.
God.
She's on Hendrix now.
This Can Be Us. That was the bomb. Now I'm on
Can't Get Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
And after that, I'm going back to my self-help books.
Yeah.
But
that's
all right. So what you doing, book bestie?
Okay, so last time we were here, we did The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and that was a fantasy, and I loved it. I laughed, I cried, I got mad. I was like, ooh. It's just a fantasy. It's about dragons. It's about a young woman who meets a man who's not supposed to be falling for this man, fell for this man, got dragons. It's a really, really good fantasy. It hooks you from the beginning and it keeps you in. And I loved it. It was really, really nice. And our book this time it's so crazy that you said that everything about grief that we talked about, because the book that I picked this time was You've Reached Sam. And it's a book about grief. So I'm really excited to get into it. So
I would suggest y'all read her books. Like, if she suggests a book, I think you should read it. So you said You Reach Sam.
I make pretty good suggestions. Yeah, it's called You Reach Sam by Dustin Theo, I believe.
Okay. Dustin Theo.
Yep, Dustin Theo. You've Reached Sam. It's about grief, and I'm really excited to give this a read.
That's awesome. So I'll get to that one. My goal is to read about 5 or 6 books this year.
Okay.
I'm already on 3. I'm in on 3 already. I'm on my 3rd book. But go ahead and read it. But thank you so much for tuning in. First of all, thank you, daughter. This is always a wonderful time with you.
Always.
I get to spend some time with my baby.
Yes.
But thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, please share, and subscribe.
Yes, comment down below. Let us know what you're going to do in order to have a better conversation with your kids. Are you going to take accountability? Are you going to say, that's who I am? Are we growing? Are we staying the same? Are we evolving? Tell us your experience with your kids, and have you been apologizing?
It's time to heal, people. So go do the work, and we'll see you next time.
Peace. Bye, y'all.
Between us, ladies, come grab a seat. Join us in the conversation. A mother-daughter invitation. 2 generations, 1 conversation. Built on love and inspiration. Real love, real talk, that's our foundation. We laugh, we learn, we grow through every situation.